Hello everybody, and welcome back to Minecraft. In today's episode, we're going to be continuing on with our Minecraft wooden roller coaster project here, and we are going to be decorating it or slash terraforming around it, just to make the ride look a little bit nicer. Now, I would like to first off say, I apologize for not uploading on the day I should be, because that's really thrown off my schedule, but anyway. That's only but simply because somebody hit our power line the other day, and so we went out of power for a couple hours, and I was not able to finish recording this video. Anyway, now one of the things I want to discuss with you is, well, when I come, how tips for decorating or terraforming, because I think it's crucial to sometimes get your terraforming right, because it helps to balance out whatever you're trying to build. And right now, as you can see here on the screen, I am working on the first of several mountains. Because in this park, I want it to be a little more hilly than what I normally do. Because most of the time, I usually go for a normal flat world and just put a bunch of trees everywhere. But no, I really want to go all out. And I want to make it believable in a way. And I wanted to make it look like this here GCI is wrapping around and diving in and out of the valleys here. Now, occasionally you'll see me stop and pause this so I can kind of recheck myself and get some on the mountain shaping everything, because that is a crucial part. Because first, in my opinion, the first thing you gotta do in terraforming is getting the base layout of whatever you're trying to do correct. Because if you don't have a general layout of whatever you're designing laid out, then it'll make everything else a lot harder. Because then, like you say, if you get halfway through the build and you want to change something, but you can't because, well, it's not in a necessarily easy location to just change around, but it's just enough to make it, kind of difficult. Now, as you can see here, I am starting to go around. I'm starting to add a little bit of decorations in. Now, that is a key to helping terraform, because you want to have not just a solid line, or not necessarily a line, what would we call it? Like a solid block of one thing. You want to try to diversify. Like whenever you see like in a cave or anything like that, you see like there's different like ores and stuff. However, that's just Minecraft generations for you. So I mean, it's not quite diverse, but you get what you get what I mean. But anyway, the key is you want to try to throw in some different rock types or block types, not rock types. But you want to add in some different rock types. So as you can see here, I've gotten some of the new like andesite stairs, stone stairs, which by the way I'm absolutely loving. I absolutely love it. Mojang / Java, slash whoever. Honestly, guys, I'm a bit of a noob in terms of that kind of stuff. I just know how to build things. But anyway, learning I'm thankful for them for adding these blocks in, because I feel like they were really needed and just add to the family, and it can really help to diversify what us builders can do with certain projects. But one of the things you want to do is one of the things you want to do is just to kind of occasionally add in some different kind of block variants. So I think here I've got the cobblestone and everything too. And you don't want to necessarily put in giant blocks of it everywhere, but you kind of just want to put, like, I don't know, maybe a couple pieces every now and again. And just to really try and fill in the space and make it look like it flows. Because, like, you want the structure, whatever you feel, to feel like all this flows together. Like right now, this mountain / hill, you can see it kind of generally starts off on the ground, sloping up slightly, and it just dramatically gets bigger. That's what also, in my opinion, helps to drive what block choices I use, because as you get when you get in volume, maybe like a little bit darker, maybe as you get to the top, it's a little more steep, a little more pointy bits. So that's why I got the cobblestone wall / excuse me. My stuff's been very scratchy the last day, guys. Sorry. Anyway, you see me add like the little pointy bits everywhere, and just to make it look like everything has a nice little cap to it. Now, as you can see here, please ignore the cats, because like I said, I don't know if I said it in the last episode or not, but this actually used to be my redstone testing world. And before I originally put towers down, and then these kind of started going with the flow, and the things just kind of started happening. I had a bunch of cats everywhere, so please don't mind them. I'm a cat guy, and also a dog guy too, so don't take it the wrong way. But anyway, like I said, right now I am adding onto the base of this quote-unquote mountain, because I want it all to kind of flow together. And overall, it makes the coaster track, looks a little more sturdy. It makes it look more impressive than what if it was just regular track. And also, again, going back to the cats, please ignore that I just covered one up. I will promise I will go back and remove him. Maybe not. He'd probably stay down there and probably become a caveman or something. I don't know. Even though it's a cat. But anyway, I think I should go over what exactly. I didn't quite go over what certain types of wooden roller coasters are in the last episode. So I feel like I should go over like what those are and kind of like how to maneuver the track and everything. And if you guys would like, I will be more than happy to start doing a world tutorial series that shows me telling you guys how to get some basic elements down a certain attraction. Because like I said in the last episode, or I always think I said in the last episode, I'm going to have to go back and rewatch that. I said that each manufacturer of roller coasters, they've all got their different flavor of styles. Like, you know, B&M, if you guys know B&M, essentially they're a Swiss manufacturer that specializes in steel roller coasters. And most of you know them for providing really graceful, high quality, smooth, well, mostly smooth, because there are some exceptions, aka Vortex and Carowinds, that are generally smooth. They provide some nice forces and are overall really thrilling rides for what you get. However, then you got something not so graceful, like Intamin, that provides very snappy transition time of rides, very ejector, very intense, which are the kind of rides that I like. Because I mean, sure, I can adore a ride like Diamondback and everything, and Fury and all those. I can admire them for having the smoothness, but in my opinion, really the intensity is what kicks in, which is why I think Fury is also one of the best roller coasters in the world. Now, is it the best? No, of course not, but no ride is perfect. It's like humans in my opinion. You know, that's a really, I'm trying not to get off topic here, but that's actually a point I want to go over, because I feel like, you know how like people like men or something, they talk about like their car being like their girl or something. I feel like that's a similar kind of thing with roller coasters, but only it's not as deep. Because in my opinion, there's this mystical bond between man and machine, and it just kind of like I don't know how to describe it in a way that really makes it sound like it has any sort of sense to it. But I mean, I hope you can get what I mean, because it's something. It's difficult for me to describe. Okay, I'm not the greatest at explaining things, but I can do a fairly decent job. And now, as you can see here, I am starting to rapidly build up the mountain, the structures around this ride, and you can already start seeing that this thing looks amazing. That's to toot my own horn here, but it's coming together. So far, I think all the sorry again, my throat is really scratchy, guys. I've been working very hard the last couple of days because like over the weekend I had this church thing I had to go do. I had to help my girlfriend out with her homework because I'm in high school, and finals week is just around the corner, so it's a little bit stressful for your guy here, and as well as everybody else in high school. You know how it is. Come on, you guys were all in high school, or should have been in high school. If you're not, then come see me after class. But anyway, as you can see, right here, I got into a bit of a debate as to whether or not I should go full-blown like a cave sort of thing. Like, you know how on Expedition Everest at Disneyland, they have like these tunnels that go up and around over the track. And I was thinking about going up and over the track, but I honestly didn't think it made that much sense, because it's not really just going up a lift hill. But I mean, like I said, with Expedition Everest, it does a similar sort of thing, so I guess it's alright though. Now I will say that I'm only going to do a little bit of this quote-unquote deck. I'm only going to be doing a portion of the texturing on camera, because I am very limited on time right now. So we're just going to get as much as we can done today. In the next episode, depending on how far we get, we will either be doing the cinematics of this ride, because it may or may not. I don't know if it'll be completed by the end of this episode or not. Actually, wait. Yeah, it is. Never mind. For the most part, this ride will be completed, besides just getting the queue down and everything. Well, I think we'll save that for like a mini episode, maybe. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. I'll either do the mini episode, or I will do a full blown. I'll just go ahead and do it all off camera, okay? Like I'm going to do with the texturizing, because honestly, it just it's very time consuming to keep on putting rocks down and everything. You'll see that as I get through the episode here. Now, as you can see here, I've started working on some of the midsection of the ride, and I didn't know how to quite do the little, what do you call them, like hills or mountains? Well, I don't know what you call them. But I didn't know quite how to do them, because I didn't know if I wanted to just put them all like one giant middle. I didn't know if I wanted to like just fill up the entire space with rocks. But in the end, as you can see, could see that I decided to just start putting around like the sides, and this made it look like the ride is being built in between them all, which is kind of like my whole goal. Like I said at the beginning of the episode, I wanted all to look like the ride is intertwining in down and around the ride itself. And now going back to the next episode thing, I think if I don't do the queue section off camera, I think I might combine that with the entrance video, because come on guys, we're 3 episodes in and we've got 2 roller coasters with no entrance. Come on, what kind of theme park are we running here? So I think next episode we will be doing the entrance to this place. Speaking of that, guys, I think I said this in the last episode, but I really would like to get you guys' input on a name for this place, because I want you guys to be somewhat involved, even though Bedrock Edition doesn't come out until tomorrow as the time of this recording. Well, I know there's been a lot of buzz around lately about there being the Bedrock Edition coming to PS4, but even if it does, it'll be hunky-dory time. And speaking of that, if any of you guys in the comments want to help me out with some of my recordings, like if you want to help me build up the facades like I'm doing right now, or if you want to help me do the cinematics with off-ride, because I would really like to get some off-ride footage of somebody riding around the car around the place, just to make it look a little more lively. If you want to do that, and you want to help out in that kind, please let me know down in the comment section, because I will be more than happy to have you as part of my team and start building up this small little community up around this place. My gosh, guys, I am really struggling. It has been a long couple of days, I will say. Okay, in science class, I have this 30-page assignment I gotta do next time we do that at the end of the week. So, like I said, you guys really been busy. Now, I want to ask you guys, what in your minds make you want to go to a theme park? What's the most important aspect? Because for me, obviously, me being the roller coaster guy I obviously go to them for the roller coasters, and I go for having high intensity thrill rides, and that's pretty much what I do. However, I do appreciate it when a park tries to go out and make their rides not necessarily just make them look nice, but also just tries to make them look more dressed up than what they normally would. Because like you got your Six Flags parks that don't really theme the rides, but they're just kind of there. And then you got Cedar Fair parks like Kings Island, Cedar Point, Valley Fair, Worlds of Fun, that at least make the rides look nice, and you can tell they really care. Which is what I love about them. I love that Cedar Fair really cares about their rides. And that's the difference, in my opinion. Quality versus quantity. That's a big difference between Six Flags and Cedar Fair. I think it's how Six Flags has obviously got, 13 parks? No. It's like 17. I don't know. It's in the teens. It's almost 20. And speaking of 20, just so you know, Magic Mountain makes me so excited to see Magic Mountain almost get done with West Coast Racers. I cannot believe it's taken them almost a year to get that ride completed. I remember being there back in 2018 of last year, and I remember them starting to put up the structure for it and everything. Was it 2018 when I started putting that thing up? Oh man, guys, it's been so long since they started on that project. I can't even remember. I remember going there and seeing the ride starting to get putting up. I'm like, oh man, this thing's gonna look like fun. Even though then I saw the animation again, and I was like, it's only like 42 miles per hour, and it looks just like Twisted Colossus. It's like a combination between Twisted Colossus and Full Throttle at the same exact park. Which is but honestly really upsets me, because I feel like a ride like West Coast Racers would have been amazing at a place like I don't know. I think Six Flags Adventure, Six Flags America, Six Flags Fiesta Texas. Not Fiesta Texas. That's the wrong Texas part. Over Texas would be great for it. I feel like Over Texas needs a good dueling coaster. With the added launch onto it, it makes it a bonus factor. So that would be a great fit there. And obviously, Great Adventure would be nice for that park to get them too, because then because then after the loss of Thunder Road, which by the way, guys, I don't know when or why Six Flags Great America got rid of Thunder Road. So please down in the comments below tell me as to why they got rid of it, because I really would like to know. I want to start getting more involved in like the history of the coaster industry, because to be fair, even though I've written over/near 600 roller coasters worldwide, I really am kind of a noob in like terminology. Like, I didn't recently know what the term LSM meant until like a couple years ago. So I'm slowly but surely starting to get more educated on the industry. But please down in the comment section below, like I said, just let me know how did even though I could have probably looked it up, I really don't feel like doing that right now because I am very cramped for time. And as you can see here, let's see, we get off on that rental for a minute. I decided to take a minute just to get a bit of a screenshot there, because I think this ride looks epic with all the rock work around it. But anyway, I want to know like what. But anyway, just to get back on to what I was thinking about saying about Great Adventure. I want to get more involved with what the ride, get more educated, because I feel like I should be at this current moment in time. I've been at this for, oh gosh, I think 8 years now. Man, God, I'm really gonna have to get that video out of my story, because I feel there's so much for me to talk about. Like, I can't even explain to you what I've been through over these past excuse me, these past 10 years? No, these past 8 years being an enthusiast. Because honestly, the things you'll be surprised with, when I was younger, when I was like 5 and 6, I actually used to be scared of roller coasters like to death. You can just ask my parents, my brother, you can ask anybody. I used to be terrified of them. But then my dad one day, he took me on Son of Beast at Kings Island, and it just kind of started to break my fear of them. And I remember my dad saying, I just started laughing when I got off, and ever since that ride, I just kind of started building up more and more. Because then next year we ended up going down to Cedar Point and Sandusky. Up to Sandusky and Cedar Point. No, Cedar Point and Sandusky, Ohio. Words are hard today. But he took me up there, and obviously I was sitting right in front of my face. I saw Winning Force at the top of the drags for the first time, and I can just remember myself being absolutely scared to death by them, and it's an amazing feeling after I first rode them. It's like wanting to know how good those two rides were, but secondly, just to know that I conquered my fears, and I just started just God, I can't even explain it. It's just a great feeling to come this far, and I couldn't thank my parents enough, because this was really their. And you'd actually be surprised to know that my entire, my mom's side of the family is like legit entire enthusiasts. So like I didn't know I've been growing up around this industry my entire life pretty much. So it's a bit of a learning experience. So I guess it's not too bad. I mean, come on, what's not to love about this industry? What's not to love about this industry? Now, as you can see here, we are starting near the end of the episode here. We're just starting to make our way back around with the grass and everything around the back side of this place. And then a bone meal, and we're just starting to bone meal. And really starting to get some final finishing touches on this roller coaster and then call it a day. Now, as I said in the beginning of the video, I'm not going to be doing all the what's it called? Dang it, it just left my head. God help, it just left my head. Detailing, I got the word again. I'm going to be doing the detailing work off camera just because of the fact, one, we're going extraordinarily over time, and two, just because of the fact, I feel like you guys get the gist of what's going on here. I mean, it's just placing a bunch of rock. And now, as you can see, we're starting to make our way with the final rock, no, not final, the second rock wall. Because I was going to put the entire hill there, but I decided, no, that's just taking me far. I'm just going to do the facade like Disney does, and I'm just going to put a big giant wall in the back. So I'm sorry that puts a damper on what you like, but I'm sorry, I just can't. You wouldn't believe how utterly exhausting it is just placing a bunch of rocks. However, I will say just randomly placing them does help. because that's actually my opinion, one of the key factors of terraforming, and just placing random blocks everywhere and seeing how it all comes out in the end. Because in my opinion, that gives you the most raw shape that you could possibly ask for, and it just helps better define like what your Alright, now guys, we're getting near the end of the video. So what I want to ask you is, what roller coaster do you think I should build next for this series? Because obviously we're going to be keeping on going with this. We're going to be building the most realistic roller coasters ever built in Minecraft. So whether it be a B&M invert, or an intern strata, or just anything you can think of, I will try my very hardest to make it. Now, some of these might not be functional like the others, but you can't win them all, I guess. So guys, with that being said, I think this is the end of the video. So thank you so much for watching, and it's been Capital Thrills, and I shall see you in the next episode. Bye!